Baseball truth. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free both physically and mentally. This is Troy Silva with this week's episode. This week's episode is sponsored by Baseballism. Go to baseballism.com. Get that hat. Get that shirt. Amazing stuff. Check it out. I'm going to talk to you guys this episode about what I call the roller coaster of hitting. The roller coaster of hitting. Basically, hitting is like this. It's a roller coaster. Some people have roller coasters that are all over the place. Some people have really high highs, really low lows. Some people are kind of just stay the course through it. But no matter what type of hitter you are, no matter what level you play at, no matter where you're playing, no matter what's going on with hitting, it's always a roller coaster. It's either really big highs and lows or not a lot or all over the place type of stuff. And it basically is what you make it to be. It is what you make it out to be. And what this video is about letting the hitting roller coaster happen physically, but not allowing it to control you mentally. If you allow the roller coaster of hitting to control you emotionally and mentally, you are already beat as a hitter. You have zero chance of competing at a high level. So the hitting of the roller coaster as far as physically is concerned, if you take a course of a season and you lay out that season, there's going to be some highs, there's going to be some lows, there's going to be some ups, some downs. It is what it is. It's called hitting. That's why hitting is so hard, is because it's not going to be always good. It's not going to be always bad. It's going to be kind of up and down. You're going to go a day where you're on fire and you're 5 for 5 with 3 or 4 extra base hits. Then you're going to go a day where you can't hit water if you fell out of a boat and you feel like you can't see the ball very well. You feel like you're the worst player that ever played baseball. It's called hitting. It happens all the time. You're going to have a week at a time where you're feeling really good, you're doing well. You're going to have a horrible week. You're going to have a week where you're doing really well and lining out all over the yard. Then you're going to have a week where you're getting jammed and blooping it all over the place for base hits. You're going to have months at a time where you're just kind of up and down. You're going to have a whole season where it's up and down. The roller coaster of hitting is going to happen whether you like it or not. It's just, how do you control that emotionally and how do you control that mentally? If you let the roller coaster of hitting physically take over your emotion and you take it over your mentality, you're already beat. You have no chance to last through a whole season. You're going to be changing things that you don't need to be changing. You're going to be going watching YouTube videos you don't need to be watching. You're going to be showing up early off the tee for 45 hours trying to fix your swing. You're going to be doing things that are just so abnormal, and you think it's like you're the only one in the world that's dealing with the ups and downs of hitting. You have to understand it's going to be high, it's going to be low. Our goal as a hitter is obviously to be more high than low, and our goal is to try to keep it as smooth as possible, ride the wave out, but it's only going to happen if you keep the emotional stability in your mind controlled. If you, after every at-bat are so low, after every bad at-bat you're so low, after every good at-bat you're so high, and you're just up and down like this all the time emotionally, then those days when you're not doing so well, when you're 0 for 4, 0 for 5, you feel like it's the end of the world. But if you just stay the course, if you just stay on the right path, if you just stay understanding that that's what hitting does. No one in the history of hitting has ever been on fire the whole season. It just doesn't happen. And no one, well, I shouldn't say no one, but I'm sure there's been bad years, but you're not going to be that low all the time either. You have to understand that. And once you come to grips that that's just the way it is, and you don't need to change it every time that you're not hitting very well, you're going to be fine. So control the lows of hitting emotionally. Don't be too low when you get low. Don't be too high. If you're on fire, don't walk around like, look at me, I'm awesome, because you're going to get humbled pretty quick too as well. Stay the course. Stay kind of right where it's at. I saw a video this week of a player named Aaron Judge. Yes, Aaron Judge, I'll give you a shout out in this video. You're awesome. You're big and strong. So kids, get in the weight room. But the video was, hey, Aaron Judge, I'm the reporter. You were 0 for 9 with 8 strikeouts in your series. How do you feel about that? And he literally smiled and he said, that's baseball. His words were, that's baseball. And they were like trying to like peck at him, like try to get him fired up about it, try to get him angry, try to get him to think about it. And you could tell he wasn't even thinking about it. He was like, that's baseball. It was almost like he didn't even know it happened. And this is at the highest level possible. And the answer was the answer that we got to have as far as our mentality when it comes to hitting. It's baseball. You're going to feel really good some days, you're going to feel really bad some days. You're going to be great one day, you're going to be horrible one day. But if you have the attitude of it's baseball, then those lows don't get too low. And I think the very next day he had like 2 home runs or something like that. And they asked him, well, what do you think about it? He goes, it's baseball. It is what it is. So The point of this video is to ride the roller coaster, embrace what the roller coaster brings in hitting. The roller coaster will bring lows, it'll bring curves, it'll bring craziness, but it'll also bring stability too, if you just ride it and embrace it. Enjoy when you're not doing well. Enjoy your team. It's just part of what the deal is as far as baseball is concerned. Embrace it. And if you can embrace it, basically emotionally and mentally, you're not going to have so many lows. The problem is when you get so down on yourself for a bad game or a bad weekend, and then you do change everything, it just makes it worse all the time. So the roller coaster of hitting is always going to be there every season you play for the rest of your life. But don't let the roller coaster of hitting emotionally take over your brain. Learn to control it, learn to ride the highs, learn to battle through the lows, and learn to understand that it's baseball. God bless.